Hi, everybody. So there was a question asked about how you could essentially organize students in Google Docs similarly to slide decks, where if I wanted to have a group collaboration and say that I wanted to give each student a slide number and they would work on that slide, how we might transfer that same idea over to Google Docs. So first, let's just start off by talking about the slide deck that's in front of you here. So what I've done is I've created a background in drawing and then applied it to the slide deck. And if you ever want to do that, you can insert any picture as a background by going to slide and change background. And that's going to allow you to put in a picture as your background. Now, the reason why I did this is because when working with students, sometimes they like to move the boxes and it becomes difficult, especially for the younger students. With this current setup here, where the background is actually the template I created for them to fill in, they would need to insert a text box in certain places or click on an image and drag it in. Now, let's just say that you like this idea of using a background, because in Google Docs, you wouldn't be able to do a background. You would have to create a template that they could move the different pieces around. So what I would suggest is, if you're thinking about using this in a more traditional document form, you can change the size of the slides. So if we go up to File and we go to Page Setup, now what you'll see is it gives the dimensions of the screen currently. But if you click on where it says widescreen 16 by 19 and you click on Custom, you can also do 8.5 by 11, which will give you the size of a document. So if I do that, what's going to happen is my slides are going to essentially stretch. It's going to look more like a document, and students can still find their number, still drag in their text. You still have the background, but now it looks more like a traditional piece of paper, if that's what you're looking for. Now, if you do want to use Google Docs, I've got a document over here. Again, you're not going to be able to do the same thing with the document where you set up the background as the slide deck. But if you're looking for a way to organize students and have them work all in one document, you can do this by using the outline feature. So I just want to show you what this looks like. If you're in a document and you go to View, there's something that says Show Document Outline. This is going to give you an outline on the side. And what I've done here is I've added different student names and made them headings. And every time I put a student name in, I change it to heading 3, and then it shows up on the side here. So when my students go in and they view the outline, they can find their name and quickly go to their page. The thing to know about this is that you do need to have a new page for every student. And so to do that quickly, what I do is I hit Control Enter, and it gives me a new page. And now I can add in one of my students' names. So let's put Ben in here. I'm going to make sure that that's on heading 3, hit Enter, and now Ben should show up on the side here. So if I were a teacher and I was going to do this with my class, I would put this in ahead of time and just continue to make copies of this student document that I would use throughout the year. I wouldn't create this document over and over again. I would just make this a template, and then when I needed it, make a copy and share it with students on Google Classroom, where they can all edit and collaborate. This is just one way that you can do that. If you have any questions or you need anything, please just let me know.